Have you ever considered how drones are redefining the face of modern warfare? These unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, are increasingly pivotal in the theatre of war. With a control system, communication link, payload and propulsion system, these drones are more than flying cameras. They're sophisticated machines, playing roles in reconnaissance, combat and logistics. The chess game of warfare has a new piece, and it's soaring high in the sky. Join us, subscribe. Now let's jump right into it. The history of military drones dates back to the World Wars, where rudimentary unmanned aircraft were used as flying bombs or for surveillance and reconnaissance. The concept of unmanned flight, however, was not new, with the concept making its debut as far back as the late 19th century. During World War II, drones took on more complex roles, such as target practice for anti-aircraft gunners. But it wasn't until the Vietnam War era that drones started to resemble what we know today, used for intelligence gathering and surveillance missions. Over the years, there have been significant advancements in drone technology. The development of GPS and satellite communication, for instance, revolutionized how drones were controlled, making them more precise and reliable. The turn of the millennium saw the introduction of armed drones, transforming the way wars were fought. Today, drones are not only used for reconnaissance and surveillance, but also for targeted strikes. Fast forward to the 21st century, drones have become an integral part of modern warfare. Drones, or unmanned aerial vehicles, come in a variety of shapes and sizes, each tailored to specific tasks and missions. The types of drones can generally be categorized into three main groups: reconnaissance drones, combat drones, also known as unmanned combat aerial vehicles, and logistics drones. Reconnaissance drones, the eyes and ears of the battlefield, are designed for surveillance and intelligence gathering. They are typically equipped with advanced cameras, sensors and communication systems to capture and relay real-time information from great distances. Then we have the combat drones, the teeth of drone warfare. These remotely piloted birds of prey are capable of delivering precision strikes without putting human lives directly in harm's way. They are typically armed with air-to-ground missiles and laser-guided bombs. Lastly, there are logistics drones. These workhorses are designed for transportation, carrying supplies, equipment and even personnel across challenging terrains swiftly and efficiently. Now let's talk about the technology that empowers these machines. The heart of a drone is its control system. This is often a combination of autonomous flight systems and remote controls, allowing for both hands-off and hands-on operation. Communication links, often satellite-based, enable operators to control drones from thousands of miles away. They also allow drones to transmit valuable data back to base in real time. Drones also boast a variety of sensors, including infrared and radar, which allow them to see in the dark, through clouds, and even underground. The payload, be it cameras for reconnaissance or munitions for combat, is what gives each drone its purpose. The propulsion system, which can be anything from electric motors to jet engines, determines the drone's speed, altitude, and endurance. Lastly, many drones are designed with stealth features to avoid detection, such as radar-absorbing materials and shapes that minimize radar reflections. These technological marvels have revolutionized the way militaries operate around the world. From the MQ-9 Reaper to the Predator series, military drones have certainly made a name for themselves. Let's take a closer look at these remarkable machines. The MQ-9 Reaper, a combat-proven platform, has been the backbone of remotely piloted warfare. With its long endurance capability, high operational altitude and powerful payload, it's one of the most deployed drones by the US military. Next, we have the RQ-4 Global Hawk. Known for its extraordinary surveillance capabilities, this high-altitude, long-endurance drone can persist over a battle space, providing crucial intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance data. Then there's the Predator series, which revolutionized warfare. The MQ-1 Predator, the first in the series, was initially designed for reconnaissance. However, its role expanded to include strike missions, making it the first armed drone. On the other hand, the MQ-9 Predator B, also known as the Reaper, is larger and more powerful, capable of both surveillance and striking targets. Each of these drones has unique specifications that make them suited to specific missions, whether it's precision strike, surveillance, or reconnaissance. They're deployed by various countries around the globe, including the United States, the United Kingdom, and many NATO member states. These drones have been game changers in the field of military operations. Their ability to provide real-time data and take immediate action, all without putting human lives directly in harm's way, has redefined the landscape of modern warfare. Drones have a myriad of uses in military operations, fundamentally changing the way warfare is conducted. They've become a critical tool for modern militaries around the world, providing a high degree of accuracy, range, and persistence that was previously unheard of. Firstly, let's talk about surveillance and reconnaissance, the bread and butter of drone operations. Drones, with their advanced sensor arrays and long endurance, can linger above potential hotspots for hours, even days, gathering vital intelligence. They can peer behind enemy lines, identify potential threats, and provide real-time footage to commanders safely tucked away in command centers, thousands of miles from the battlefield. But drones are not just silent observers. They've also revolutionized strike operations. Enter the world of combat drones, capable of launching precision strikes with minimal risk to human life. Drones like the MQ-9 Reaper can carry a payload of Hellfire missiles, ready to be deployed at a moment's notice. This allows militaries to neutralize high-value targets in hostile territories without putting boots on the ground. And let's not forget the strategic impact drones have had on warfare. The ability to strike anywhere, anytime, has given militaries an unprecedented level of flexibility and reach. Drones have rewritten the rules of engagement, creating an asymmetry in warfare. On one hand, they provide a definitive advantage to the operators, allowing them to project power without risk. On the other hand, they pose a significant challenge for those on the receiving end, forcing them to rethink their defensive strategies. Furthermore, drones have changed the psychological dynamics of warfare. They've introduced a sense of omnipresence, a feeling that the enemy could be watching, waiting to strike at any moment. This has had a profound impact on the morale and behavior of combatants, further tilting the scales in favor of drone operators. In conclusion, the operational use of drones has altered the face of warfare. From intelligence gathering to precision strikes, from strategic flexibility to psychological warfare, drones have become an integral part of the modern battlefield. Drones have indeed brought a new dimension to the battlefield. However, the use of drones is not without controversy. Ethical debates swirl around these unmanned warriors of the sky. The pressing question is, does the deployment of drones, with their precision and distance from the battlefield, numb us to the human cost of war? There's also the issue of collateral damage. Despite their accuracy, drones have been known to cause civilian casualties, raising concerns about the proportionality and necessity of their use. Drone operators too face psychological stress. They may be physically removed from the battlefield, but the mental toll is still significant. Operating a drone means observing targets closely, often for hours before striking. The intimacy of this remote warfare can lead to a unique form of psychological distress. Then there are legal considerations. International law is still grappling with how to regulate drone warfare. Questions of sovereignty and the principles of distinction and proportionality in war are all under intense scrutiny. The legal ambiguity surrounding drone strikes, particularly those outside of recognized war zones, remains a contentious issue. But as we grapple with these ethical and legal dilemmas, the technology continues to advance. The future of military drones is likely to be characterized by increased autonomy. Artificial intelligence is set to play a more prominent role, with drones capable of making tactical decisions without human intervention. This raises new ethical considerations, as we must ask who is responsible when an autonomous drone makes a mistake. Swarm technology is another area of rapid development. Imagine scores of drones moving and attacking in unison, overwhelming enemy defenses with their sheer numbers. This could revolutionize warfare, but it also escalates the ethical and legal debates we've discussed. And what about defense strategies against drones? Anti-drone technology is already in development, including electronic jamming, cyber attacks, and physical intercept methods. This is a new arms race, one fought in the skies with machines. As we look to the future, drones will undoubtedly continue to play a significant role in military operations. The ethical, legal, and technological challenges they present will need to be addressed as we navigate this new era of warfare. As with any technology, countermeasures are inevitable. The rise of drone usage has consequently led to the development of counter-drone strategies and technologies. These are designed to neutralize the threats posed by hostile or unauthorized drones. Firstly, electronic jamming is a common strategy. This involves using radio frequency signals to disrupt the communication link between a drone and its operator, rendering it ineffective. Then we have cyber attacks, a more sophisticated approach. Here, hackers infiltrate the drone's control system to either disable it or take control entirely. Lastly, physical intercept methods are also employed. These can range from simple solutions like shooting the drone out of the sky to more advanced techniques such as using trained eagles or deploying anti-drone drones. As drone technology evolves, so do the countermeasures. The battlefield of the future might be dominated by this intricate cat-and-mouse game between drones and counter-drone technologies. That's it for now. Please subscribe, hit the like button and share. Until next time, comrade.